What's up everybody, my name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon, the crypto universe. Today's Tuesday, August 18th. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the upcoming big dog reversal that is absolutely hidden in plain sight. And the reason we're pointing this out is because, as emotional traders typically like to focus on, is usually just the price and how long the price has been at that price point. They never focus on the metrics that tell you emotionally what's happening within overall investors and where sentiment can be flipping, which right now it's been flipping bullish ever since the beginning of January of 2026. We got to see how DOG's been outperforming every other meme coin out there, which is absolutely true. And also, let's see what's going on with Bitcoin's price, because Bitcoin right now is showing some dominance. And if there's dominance within Bitcoin's price, that means altcoins and meme coins will lag behind. But this is nothing negative, because what I'm seeing in this chart is absolutely big for a reversal coming up. So let's talk about it in this video. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join us on X. Please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I will never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email. So please be careful and invest safely. Guys and girls, let's get right into it. So right now, DOG Bitcoin is still at, again, a 60 million market cap. It's been like this for like 70, almost close to 80 days now. So as I mentioned before, this is the big dog reversal that I'm talking about. So ever since January of 2026, as I mentioned before, we've only seen consistently green histogram bars. Now, this is the longest time that we've seen green histogram bars, which is showing that there's more buyers and sellers than we've ever seen before in DOG's history. As you can see, based on what we're seeing here is nothing like what we've seen in the past. And what we see here with the MACD, the blue and orange line trending upwards, it could look something very much like this. Notice that when this occurred, when the blue and orange line flipped bullish and we started to see massive accumulation, it went from roughly 98 million market cap to roughly around 560 million market cap. That's how much of a gain had happened. And guess how long it took for that pump to happen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 weeks, and DOG went from 98 to 560 million market cap quite quickly. Even got as close to around 600 million market cap. So the exact same thing is happening here, but notice that this uptrend is slower. It's a slow drag. It's because there's not as much liquidity within the crypto market. But it doesn't mean that people have stopped accumulating. Based on what we're seeing on the MACD histogram bars, people have nonstop been accumulating ever since January 2026. And that's why a couple times we've seen many short squeezes, because when you have thin order books across exchanges, which is like less than around 2% or around the 2% depth range, that means anybody that buys roughly around maybe like 10,000, 30,000, 50,000 sends the DOG price up multi-millions of dollars. That's how fast this happens and how thin the order books are. So this just proves right here that DOG is heading into a big reversal happening soon. Now, before I talk more about what's going on with DOG, remember, we have DOG Effect available on Lulu. If you haven't already, please book your copy today. Order it right now down in the descriptions below in the link provided. And please leave a review. We only have 9 ratings still as of today. We need to have more ratings on Lulu in order to garner the interest and attention from Barnes & Nobles, because we want DOG Effect to be available on their website and in select retail stores. And we're not going to get there if we are stuck at 9 ratings. Like, we have to get at least 10 or more. I think around 20 would be more reliable in terms of a base case, but right now we're stuck at 9. So if you can't already, please make sure to order your book and leave a review. We've already seen people actually start receiving their books, and I want to give a shout out to some of these people, such as Spiffy, Gizmo, Mo, Spartan Dog, Mr. Pipes, Keel, Hova Beta, Crypto Your Mind, Flex, Professor Paws, and also Keys. We also have J-Dog. Shout out to Greggy for ordering 5 copies. He's giving one to a local library in Singapore. Shout out to Greggy. Foster. And also we have Tugadog and Mr. Bunda. Shout out to all of you. Congratulations, you got your book. But remember, there is a 24 secret phrase that's within the book. And I'm going to play this commercial really quickly.
Where is this 24 seed phrase Vincent keeps talking about? Wait a minute. Is that? The clues are awaiting your discovery.
So I wish everybody good hunting. I can't give any hints or clues to what that 24 seed phrase is, but I will tell you that it is in order. It's not like a mix and match. It's literally in the book. You have to read it from beginning to end. So this work was actually inspired by movies like Ready Player One, where it took a whole community of people around the world using their VR headsets to find the Easter egg. So in a way, it's fun, but it's also not too difficult, but hard in some way. It really varies based on people who are reading the book and then people skimming the book. But there's always people with different tactics. And also, Ready Player One and also this book garnered their inspiration from Willy Wonka, when everybody had to buy chocolate bars in order to find the golden ticket to Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. So that's why we started this whole process of the 24 seed phrase, because ultimately one person is going to unlock that $5 million reward. So I do wish everybody luck, but let's go ahead and move on to the video. Now, yesterday, we just reported that Runes transactions contributed 73.9% of monetary transactions on the Bitcoin network. Notice that I didn't call it non-monetary, because monetary transactions is when you send and receive value. DOG is value. It's not some JPEG or it's some ordinal. It's literally a monetary transactions. So moving forward, always talk about DOG and always represent DOG as a monetary transaction, because that's factually what it is. But yesterday, it did contribute a majority of those monetary transactions on the Bitcoin network, still as of today, which is very much stronger than ever. DOG is not going anywhere. Runes are not going anywhere. It's going to be a part of Bitcoin's future from now on. Now, Leonidas brought up some really great points, which is, well, let's talk about DOG versus Luke and also the BIP 110 crowd. So basically, BIP 110 failed to get any consensus and also miner support. They were pitching the story that they were the plebs and that miners work for the plebs, and that's not true. In fact, miners rejected every single block that was supposedly something that was supported by BIP 110. Now, Luke Dash Jr., who is behind Ocean Mining and also behind the support of BIP 110, he's not the creator. Datham Ohm is the creator of BIP 110. But Luke decided, you know what, I'm going to double down on this. And he's going to call this new fork, which is now going to be a hard fork, a new Bitcoin. So he's calling the old Bitcoin, aka the legacy Bitcoin that we're thinking of today, as the old Bitcoin, the Bitcoin that is supporting spam or whatever. He's calling this new fork Bitcoin and nothing else, not Bitcoin Cash or Bitcoin SV. He's just going to call it Bitcoin, and that's not good. So basically, this coin that he's creating is actually going to be an altcoin. It's going to be a crap coin. And the value of that coin is most likely going to be worth less than DOG, which I cannot wait for this coin to come out. But Luke and his army, they're failing, and their whole community is imploding. And what's a great fact, and this is something that we've shared in many of our previous videos, is that DOG has actually been outperforming many of the Solana meme coins. So like WIF, Bonk, Trump, PopCap, DOG has outperformed all of them year to date. And the reason I bring that up is because Solana people would rather chase rugs and they'd rather be uneducated about meme coins, and they just want to try to get rich when really education is very important. They don't realize that they're getting rugged. They don't realize that the token that they bought into has insider allocation. Maybe it's because these people are young or they just don't understand how crypto works. But nonetheless, they are still getting rugged. If all these Solana degens or degens trying to trade on Robinhood NFTs or meme coins or Ethereum, if they just all funneled into DOG, like right now, DOG would actually be in the multi-billions of dollars just because of the thin order books. That's just kind of fact. The order books are so thin that you see the trajectory that DOG is absolutely in line to flip Dogecoin. Now, another thing I want to bring up about Dogecoin is that Dogecoin produces around 5 billion tokens every single year. DOG has a set supply of 100 billion tokens. But that's not just it. The thing is, people are buying Dogecoin just because it's popular, but the thing is, they're actually losing value as more tokens are being created. So not only does DOG have a fixed supply, but also if you think about the 5 billion tokens, it's also about hash rate. So if you don't know, DOG is Bitcoin's full hash rate, while Dogecoin is merge mined with Litecoin, if you didn't know the history about that. All the tokens within Dogecoin have been airdropped, but all of a sudden, Dogecoin, ever since 2013, it's only been open mining. So that's why there's more coins being produced every single year and it doesn't stop. And when you think about the value that DOG has, DOG is at 62 million, while Dogecoin's at 10 billion. Now, DOG to reach Dogecoin's market cap is 176x return on your investment. And then the gap would only be 16x if DOG were to go back into its all-time high at 999 million market cap. DOG compared to Dogecoin's market cap is roughly around 0.57% of its share today. So the upside for DOG is there rather than Dogecoin. The Dogecoin market cap has already been priced in. it's already oversaturated. So there's really not much growth within Dogecoin, considering that its token supply is inflationary. So really quickly, I want to talk about Bitcoin. I don't know if you noticed Bitcoin's dominance actually pumped, meaning if there's Bitcoin dominance returning, that means altcoins may bleed a little bit. Now you can see that Bitcoin is actually back up to 64,000. It's above the 50-day moving average line. But regardless, if the Bitcoin price goes above the 200-day moving average line, that's actually very bullish for Bitcoin, because right now it's been rejected quite a few times. And right now, there's some people out there that predict that Bitcoin is going to continue to go down once it rejects off of this 200-day moving average. But if some miracle Bitcoin does break above the 200-day moving average line, that could be a huge trend reversal to the upside. Because right now, Bitcoin is actually having a really hard time going above that. Now, as of right now, what's going on with the DOG price? Now, the DOG price, what you will understand is that this 200-day moving average and the 50-day moving average gap has closed even further. Still at around 19%, but it's further down on the 19%. It used to be at like around 19.5% yesterday or something like that. So now it's 19%. So they're still getting closer. But what we will acknowledge is that the price of DOG is below the 50-day moving average line and also below the blue trend line. But this doesn't mean anything bad. It's just, again, revisiting the support level at around 60 million market cap, as we've seen for over 80 days, as you can see here. Now with the RSI has gone downwards. This happens typically. Now, how far could it go down? Well, the furthest it can go down is right here at 29 support. But it doesn't mean that this is over, because we've seen something like this where DOG price hovered sideways for a little bit, but notice that the DOG price was actually pumping from 76 million market cap as high as 94 million market cap. See what happens when it trades sideways? Really, it's all about the yellow line. The yellow line really determines how much magnitude of gains this price of DOG will have. The purple line just shows what's going to happen in the short term. So right now it's resetting, and that's completely fine. For what I see, this is to me the bottom, which is roughly around 55 million market cap. That was the absolute bottom in my personal opinion. But overall, what will not change is what I'm seeing on the weekly time frame for DOG price. Weekly time frame is showing us that the MACD is trending upwards, and it's going to break out at some point or another, and it's going to have a massive bull reversal, and no one will see it coming. But with that said, I do want to remind everybody again, please book your order of the DOG Effect book. Make sure to click on the link in the descriptions below, order your copy, leave a review. Look for that 5 million DOG that's hidden within the 24 seed phrase. I do wish everybody luck. And I do want to thank everybody who's donated to this channel. Thanks to you, we can report DOG on a daily basis, and I fully appreciate you. So go ahead and smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join us on X to receive all of our alpha calls and updates regarding DOG and Moon. Till then, see you guys girls next time.